Right, so a needle pulling thread. In this video, I'm talking about how like we really haven't changed a lot since 2020, and yet it's just gotten worse. We haven't recovered. In fact, we've gotten worse as a society. Period. And it's going into places I don't understand yet. I feel like I understood it better then, kinda. I don't know, but I'll explain. The government harder daddy people uh, perplexed me because they wanted all the stuff that T Man was doing in 2020. They were just mad he wasn't doing it enough. In other words, govern me harder, daddy, totally fit, right? And that meme is, perfect. And yet, the people that were MAGA hat wearers um, pretended to be against all the stuff, but as long as T Man said it, they were okay with whatever T Man wanted to do. And they'd make every excuse under the sun about him. Uh, and the picture that you see at the top uh, is one I took. What happened was I was at a rally, and no, it was not in Canada, although somebody was flying a Canadian flag because of the truckers. And the person was a woman who had her child next to her. I would say like a 5-year old. I don't know. I don't remember. And if you saw this woman on the street, you would think that she was like a libtard, you know, because she had like multiple color dyed hair and piercing or whatever. But she had a genuine concern that she didn't want all those things on the left that you see in the arm. She didn't want to be governed harder. Okay. Yeah, I talked to her for about 3 or 4 minutes, and then something like that. And then I said, "Can I please take a picture of your sign?" And, I don't need to put you on blast. And I don't think she would have cared if I did, but I just said, we can just take a picture of the sign. Like, I don't want to. You never know what people do with people's faces, right? So, I went ahead and took that picture, and I was very happy to take it. And it was really weird because by the time this rally had happened, by the time we got to the truckers, the Canada truckers, I had a lot of hope. But man, that rally, compared to earlier rallies I went to, my God, people were just worn out, beat down. I mean, and everybody was looking at everybody with suspicion. Like, who are you? Are you, this is the girl, the woman who had this wasn't like that, but she was rare. There was like some lady who was spouting all this QAnon stuff, just yelling at everybody. Um, there was a lot of craziness. Yeah. So, but I felt like the need to go out and just connect with people. I'm not really under the illusion that going to these protests is going to change anything. I just wanted to be around people because that's what was taken away from us. Being able to walk up to somebody you don't even know and have a conversation. You may never meet them again. Like I haven't seen that person. I presume she was from this city, but I haven't seen her. It's a small enough city where I might, but you never know. People move or whatever. But yeah, the MAGA people are just as retarded as the government harder daddy people. And I want to encourage, I want to say two things. There are more people that would make a sign like that than you know. They just don't talk a lot, okay? Because they get called wishy washy and moderates. And, like I even had this Christian lady tell me I was going to hell because I wouldn't choose the left or the right. Like, I have to be cold or hot. So, like, they're the people who think they're like the kind of people who think left hand path is Satanism and right hand path is God. It's all complete crap. To me, it's all a bunch of nonsense, and that's why I really like that sign. And so, as we get into post State of the Swamp speech, keep this in mind. You don't have to join either of these NPC groups. You don't. You can think for yourself. You can be whatever politics you want. You can vote for a left winger, a right winger, or don't vote, or do anything like that. You don't have to participate in this crap show. Okay?